Coverage now as Craig Smith joins us live in the studio tonight. Craig, you spoke to the district superintendent. What is he saying about this tonight? It's a lot of money.
It's a big hole, yeah, and he's thankful that people came out to try to help him fill it. He was pleased to see they took this seriously, about 80 people tonight. You'd almost would have thought it was a room full of school board members. There are 10,000 kids in this school district. The superintendent wants to cause as little pain as possible to everyone. That includes taxpayers. No matter how much guidance Larry Spring takes from the people in this room, he says he'll end up having to make unconscionable budget cuts that will be a detriment to students. After more than $30 million in cuts over the last 3 budgets, Spring says he's already cut down to bare bones.
This won't be, a populist budget. It's not going to be, well, here's what people vote and here's what we'll do. But, certainly knowing what the public values. We've done this with the staff to some degree. We'll have another staff meeting like this later on in the week. Those things are really important.
It's a room of city residents, mostly parents of school children, going over 12 pages of potential cuts.
We have a differing opinion.
So you're just saying just kids that are on sports?
The superintendent asked them to identify the programs they think they can stand to lose and those they want to save, no matter what. Did you see anything on the checklist that made you think, well, this clearly could go, we could live without this?
There's a few items, yeah, that we thought that were not necessary, but most of the items on our list, we really need to know more about what each of those items represent. They're very general.
Kindergarten programs and things like that, absolutely we need it.
Most of the programs pretty much stayed. I mean, music was never eliminated. It was cut down to 1 day a week as opposed to 2.
More of trying to pull a little bit from everywhere as opposed to eliminating something altogether. Kind of more like a joint effort, trying to figure out how to get to our bottom line without affecting anybody really in the grand scheme of things.
The superintendent said one thing he'll be doing that's a little unusual is looking not only at the program's cost per pupil, but also the program's success rate. So even things that don't cost all that much might end up getting dropped as well. Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.